Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Height Camp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofis.
Welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blofis here from Frazee High School, as we got a Heart of Lakes battle set for you guys between the two green teams in the conference. Breckenridge taking on Frazee. Frazee, this is kind of an unfamiliar situation for Breckenridge to come into as far as their record. Now, Breckenridge only the one win on the season. Frazee's actually got a trio of wins coming into this ball game. So both of these teams are going to be really hungry tonight for a conference win, because with the HOL being as loaded as it is right now, this is a must-win kind of for these games. I know it's early in the season, sounds a little crazy to say, but when you run up against someone at your level, those are the ones you really want to win here in Frazee. And it had been a lopsided, affair between these two teams in the Heart of Lakes the last quite a few years. I believe it was the 90s the last time they had lost to him, and then Breckenridge ended up getting that streak snapped against the Hornets. That was just a couple years ago. They split in the regular season, split last year as well. Also had a tough playoff battle a couple years ago where they had to come to Breckenridge and try to get the playoff victory against them, and Breckenridge ended up coming away victorious with that. So for a little bit of a rivalry forming here as Frazee's narrowed the gap here a little bit in this Heart of Lakes rivalry. And we'll run through kind of the section standings so far here in Section 6A for Breckenridge's section, as Frazee is still a 2A team. When we go through our Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company. And also we'll run through the injury report brought to you by Sanford Health. And we got a new addition to the injury report, unfortunately, for the Cowboys. So we'll run you through that in just a little bit. We're going to take a 3-minute break here on the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company.
There are several things that make me proud to be part of Breckenridge Senior High School. My students are very hardworking and respectful. Those two qualities make my school day enjoyable. They have been working hard on active classroom lessons this year. Students enjoy working together and are finding that they can learn from each other. I'm also proud to be teaching college math classes to our juniors and seniors. These classes have challenged our students to become more academically responsible for their learning. Breckenridge is a great school, and I'm proud to be part of it.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. A friend's family.
Can you hear me, Turner?
Have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating, so many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bluff is here with your Power Poll ranking, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. And for Section 6A, it goes like this. We'll start off with the Section 6A South. BBE at the front of Section 6A South. Only played 7 games so far. They got a 5-2 record. And according to QRF, are 19th. KMS, 8-2, number 2. And then Border West, 6-2 record for the 3 spot. Hancock follows it up with a 4-3 record, followed by 3-3 Parkers Prairie. Brandon Evansville with a 2-5 record after that. 1-4 Benson, and then Ashby 2-4, and Ortonville at the bottom of Section 6A South with a record of 0-9. And then for Section 6A North, which I know you guys want to hear a lot more since Breckenridge is in it, Henning at the top of Section 6A North with a 10-0 record. That's good enough for top 10 in the QRF. They are 8th in the state in Single A. Battle Lake with a 6-3 record, as Breckenridge saw them earlier this year, and took them down to the wire in Battle Lake, actually. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy up next with a 6-1 record. And that's how you can tell there's been a lot of postponements and reschedules, because Hillcrest has only played 7 games compared to Lake Park Audubon. They got a 6-6 record, already got 12 games under their belt. Park Christian 5-5, Underwood 5-5, and then losing records the rest of the way. Norman County East Ulen hit it all with a 2-7 record, followed by 1-6 Breckenridge, 1-7 Rothsay, and at the bottom is New York Mills with an 0-11 record. So that's a look at your Power Poll rankings, brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation. Now on to your injury report, which is brought to you by Sanford Health. Here for one, here for all. And as always, we're going to throw in the 2 injuries that actually happened before this season, so that's kept them out a bulk this whole year so far. Dallin Ernst will be out for the whole year, had to have shoulder surgery. And then Dylan Bernades, they're hoping to get him back at the end of the year. Fingers crossed. They moved senior night as far back as they could, hoping they'll get him back at one point. And then out for the last couple games now, or I think he suffered a concussion last game. Second concussion he's had this year. That is Jackson Riggs, who has really emerged as kind of the 6th man of the group for the Cowboys, and has turned in some very solid performances here in his freshman campaign. And they'll be without him here tonight, so a big loss for the Cowboys. And that's a look at your injury report, brought to you by Sanford Health. Here for one, here for all. And now for another quick 3-minute break as we continue this Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show. We'll come back with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Sometimes illnesses or injuries may leave you needing extra help.
Can you hear me, Zimmel? I cannot hear you.
High school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in
Can you hear me, Turner?
Yes, I can.
That one worked?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
All right, we figured it out. Okay.
Beautiful.
30 seconds.
Alrighty.
So you don't turn your knob off, okay? The input knob, just keep it on. I will run the access from here, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Blob is here as promised with your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll start off with the Frazee Hornets, the home team here tonight. Adam Vegan starting for this squad. He wears number 3. He's a freshman in the starting lineup. Then they got a trio of 2 seniors in the starting lineup. Kale Ovshak wearing number 10. And then, as well as Zach Longfors, who is a senior wearing number 24. A junior in the starting 5, number 12, Alex Helmers. He is wearing number 12. Number 14, Carter Sonnenberg, the sophomore, wearing number 14 in the starting 5. For the Breckenridge Cowboys, they're sticking with their usual starting 5. They're 5 seniors. Damon Smith, Cam Nito, Alex Sanchez, Landon Blofus, and Joey Kinzemius as we get ready for the national anthem here. And we will wrap up the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show and come back with your opening tip. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
How long a break do you want?
Probably a minute.
Time-consuming and frustrating.
Come one more time?
Probably a minute.
And Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks Pre-Finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wapaton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard.
All right, we can go after this.
Okay, you got 3 seconds.
Thank you.
Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Coming back to you.
Beautifully sang national anthem. Means we are getting ready to roll here in Frazee. We're going to do the starting lineups once again. You know, they're not all listening here in the stands to my beautiful voice, so they're going to have to get it from the PA announcer here. And we'll run through those one more time for you just so you guys are all caught up. Starting for Frazee, they go Adam Vegan, wearing number 3. He's a freshman. Kale Oshak, a senior, wearing number 10. Alex Helmers, a junior, wearing number 12. Carter Sonnenberg, the sophomore, wearing number 14. And then Zach Longfors, wearing number 24. He's a senior. And I didn't get you all the Breckenridge numbers last time out. I was trying to wrap it up so that I wasn't talking over the national anthem. I definitely didn't want to be aggravating too many people in the crowd. And they go like this. For the first starter, they got Cam Nito wearing number 1. A senior, 5'11 senior, wearing number 1. Landon Blofus rocks number 2. He's a 6'2 senior, runs the power forward position. And then also starting is Alex Sanchez, kind of a small forward slasher type, wearing number 13, 6'3 senior. Damon Smith, he run the point at the beginning of the year, but he's kind of split up those duties a little bit. Alex Sanchez runs a lot of the point forward, I guess. He wears number 22 and is also a senior, of course. And then Joseph Kinzemius, the center on this squad, listed at 6'3", and he wears number 32. Breckenridge Cowboys coming into this game, off a tough loss to DGF. They had a very solid first half against the DGF Rebels, one of the top teams in the Heart of Lakes this year. And that's kind of not been their MO this year because they've kind of been a second-half squad. The first half, the running joke was we got to convince the kids that the first half is also important because second half, they've just been lights out this year. So that was kind of different to see them, have the solid first half, only go down single digits heading into halftime. Then DGF kind of pulled away at the end, and then they had that tough game against Esco before that, and we won't spend too much time on that one for the Breckenridge fans' sake. And shout out to Andrew Zimmel sliding into board op for me tonight, as we had a couple issues with the computer that I usually run to run the board myself. So he's sliding in. Johnny on the spot stepping up, and your opening tip is up, won by the Cowboys, but batted out of bounds by Sanchez. Kind of got tipped by by both of the players, and then when it went down to Sanchez, he kind of batted a little too hard and went sailing out of bounds. So Frazee will get the first possession. They'll inbound it underneath their own basket, way over in the corner. They get in cleanly, swinging around near the top of the key. Enter it into the left wing. Dribble baseline. They decide to bring it back out. Landon Bluff is out there guarding. Defense has not been their strong side this year, or strong suit this year. Swung around to the left wing, but starting off with a pretty tenacious start. Trying to force baseline, gets kicked out top of the key. First shot attempt of the game is up, off the back iron, and batted out of bounds off of the Cowboys. Had a couple of Breckenridge hands in there, so guess it's more likely that it was off them. That first shot was by Alex Helmers. They get it inbounded. Damon Smith bats it away, and Landon Bluffus almost stole it away, but it got scooped up by the Hornets. Swung over to the right wing, dribble baseline. Landon Bluffus steps over and applies the pressure and forces the miss. Joey Konzemius with the board. They get up to Alex Sanchez, and he's got room to operate. Comes to a jump stop, and one! Not a bad way to get your first bucket. Right-handed shot on the left side, and the contact. This free throw trip brought to you by your local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. I don't need to do the jingle. You guys know. Like a good neighbor. You guys can do the rest. Sanchez going through his routine. One of the top scorers on this squad. And he drops in the free throw. 3-0. Breckenridge in the lead with 7:15 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Frazee trying to answer. Little floater inside. Rebounded by Bluffus. Landon Bluffus going to push the tempo himself. Gets it up to Cam Nito on the left wing. Nito had it batted away, but scooped it back up. Gets it out to his cousin Alex Sanchez. Gets it over to Damon Smith on the right side. He swings it in the right corner to Nito. He was looking inside, but skips it over to his cousin on the left side. Alex Sanchez's three is off the mark and rebounded by the Hornets. Frazee trying to push the tempo, but Breckenridge is doing a good job getting back on D. They enter it into the box area. Sanchez bats it out of bounds for the block. So it'll remain Frazee ball. Breckenridge leads 3-0 with 16:39 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Inbounding underneath is Vegan. Skips it over to the left corner for an open triple. Shot is up off the mark and rebounded by the Hornets. Gets tied up for a jump ball. Joey Konzemius getting his hand in the cookie jar to tie that up. Possession arrow goes to the Cowboys. That missed shot was up by Zach Longfors. Pair of Longfors on the roster. There's also a Nathan Longfors, a junior on this squad. Alex Sanchez bringing the ball up. Trying to get Damon Smith off ball more as he was running the point at the beginning of the year, but he just had so much success as a shooter. They have no choice but to kind of have him off ball. Landon Bluffus' shot is off the mark and rebounded by the Hornets. It's contested very well. Might have even got a piece of it. Frazee not pushing the tempo on this one. Just taking it slow and steady. They swing it over to Longfors in the left corner. He gets a ball screen. Doesn't swing it to the roll man. Kicks it up to near the top of the key to Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg swings over to Vegan on the right side. Cam Nito playing some good defense there. Beautiful skip pass over to the left corner. Shot is up. Nito got a hand on it. Rebounded by Frazee. Shot is off the mark, and Frazee gets another offensive rebound. Coach Christensen not going to be happy about that as Vegan drops in a three. Second chance opportunity. Even a third chance opportunity on that one. 3-3-year score. Damon Smith's first three is up and good. How many of those have we seen this series this year? We're averaging about 5 a game on the season. Damon Smith reigns in the triple. 6-3-year score with 15:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Pass almost stolen away. They dish it off inside, and there's a foul inside. So 2 free throws coming for Carter Sonnenberg, looking to get in the scoring column. Alex Sanchez tagged with his first foul. An early substitution. Jacob Kunkel getting set to check into the game. Looks like he's going to be relieving Cam Nito. Shot is up and good. Sonnenberg makes it a 6-4 game. Kunkel, a junior on the squad. Him and Bo Byer, both juniors on this roster. As 2-for-2 trip at the free throw line. As Breckenridge has only gone 7 deep for a bulk of this year until Jackson Riggs got out of the concussion protocol, which he is now back in. Jacob Kunkel has it on the left wing, tries to go inside to Blofus, and a reach-around foul on Sonnenberg. Cowboys got their first 3 points off of an N1 from Alex Sanchez, and then a triple from Damon Smith got the other 3 for their 6-5 lead. Sanchez tries to go inside to Blofus, but it is tipped out of bounds. Nice job getting his hand in the passing lane by Cale Oshak. Familiar name for the Breckenridge listeners. Try to go inside to Blofus again, this time stolen away. And a beautiful move to the left side for the layup by Oshak. Right on the money. Sanchez does a little spin move, dumps it into the short corner to Landon Blofus. Blofus looking to go bully ball, and he does. Backs down his defender and drops it in with the right hand. Gets the lead back to Breckenridge, 8-7 your score in this Heart of Lakes matchup. They try to go inside, a nice little quick turnaround shot is off the mark, and Damon Smith comes away with the rebound, gets it up to Kunkel. Kunkel looking to go to work on the left side, drives inside, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Landon Blofus. He's looking to go inside, but then picks up his dribble. Gets it out to Damon Smith on the left wing. Smith with a beautiful pass inside to an open Joey Konzemius for 2. Konzemius doesn't score a whole lot, so he's got to capitalize on those few opportunities he gets offensively. Makes it a 10-7 game. Sonnenberg has it at the top of the key. Blofus guarding. Swings it over to the right wing. And now tipped by Blofus. But then he allows the drive inside, which results in a dump off and is scored for Vegan. Sanchez trying to show off the dribble handle and traveled. 10-9 your score. Breckenridge in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 13:57 remaining in this opening half. Vegan bringing the ball up. The freshman. Alex Sanchez will be guarding him. Picking him up at half court. Swung over to the left wing. Now swung around the perimeter to the right wing. Up to near the top of the key. Vegan's going to pull the trigger off the mark. Landon Blofus comes away with the rebound. Only one man down the court. Sanchez all by himself. He's going to have a chance to throw it down, and he misses the dunk. Bo Byer recently checked in the game, came away with the rebound. Could tell he was kind of, didn't really get the step through he wanted for that one. And now Landon Blofus is going to get called for the travel. Missed opportunity for the Cowboys. 13:27 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You hate to see a missed dunk, but at the same time, you're not going to knock a kid for trying to make a play that's going to fire up the gym. Swung over to the right wing. Now up to Vegan. Vegan. Breckenridge sticking with their zone. And thrown right to Blofus. So the zone seems to be working for that. Blofus with a nice little Euro step inside, right into 2 defenders, though. Sanchez comes away with the rebound, tries to dish it out. Kunkel is going to put up a short 2 and drop it in. Jacob Kunkel, his first points of the night. 12:59 remaining under Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge with a 3-point lead, 12-9. And we got a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
30-second timeout taken by the Hornets. Checked in the ballgame for the Cowboys. Number 1, Cam Nito. And number 32, Joseph Konzemius.
Actually, we'll stay here for the timeout. As they talk it over, we'll kind of run through some of the stuff Breckenridge has been doing well so far here in this game. Pushing the tempo, that's been very well so far. Getting up and down the floor and trying to get some easy buckets out there. I know they just missed that dunk, but, it's a good opportunity at the rim, so, they're not going to pass that up anytime they can get it. Christensen breaks his team down. We'll see who they go with on the floor. Cam Nito is back in the game along with Bo Byer, Joey Konzemius, Alex Sanchez, and Jacob Kunkel. Frazee has the ball trailing by 3. 12:50 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung into the right corner. Vegan pulls the trigger on the three, off the mark. Rebounded by Cam Nito. Plays a lot bigger than his height. Gets down to Bo Byer. He tries to get it back to Nito, but it is turned over. And Sanchez contests the layup and forces the miss. Kunkel tracks it down, but Frazee being feisty. Hands all over him. I think they had 3 guys there slapping at Kunkel's wrist. So Kunkel will inbound it to Sanchez. Checking in for his first action of the game is Gage Post. Let's hope he's playing in the post. That would be that's too good of a name to have him on the perimeter. They get up to Cam Nito at the top of the key. Drives inside. Was looking for Byer on the right side. Instead, he's going to go inside to Joey Conzemius. And Joey Conzemius with a little turnaround shot. Bit of an awkward release for him, but got it to drop in. Frazee trails 14-9 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cam Nito not giving up a lot of room to operate. Also recently checked in the game is Asher Blaine. Gets swung over to the right corner. Rims out though, but Blaine right on the money for the rebound, and it gets tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it was off Sanchez. Carter Sonnenberg checks back into the ball game. So far, the foul situation, Frazee's got 3, Breckenridge 1. Alex Sanchez getting that 1 foul as Landon Blofis comes away with another steal. He's got 2 or 3 on the night already. Damon Smith launches the 3 and nothing but net. Maybe got a little rim on that. 2 threes for Damon Smith already, who has had one of the better shooting starts Breckenridge has seen in their program. Looking to be the record setter for season 3s, and he's got a good shot at it as the ball is thrown out of bounds. 17-9, Breckenridge in the lead. Got a quick score update for all of you NDSCS fans out there. NDSCS women lead at United Tribes 47-30 at the half. And that's on KBMW. If you came here looking for that, my apologies. Head over to AM 1450 KBMW. Cam Nito gets it out to Damon Smith. They learned their lesson, not giving him any room to operate. Gets it over to Landon Blofis. Swings it to Cam Nito. Cam Nito looking to go inside. Joey Conzemius gets it. He's already got a pair of buckets on the game. That's probably right at his season average, and he's already got it here in the first 7 minutes of the ball game. 11-12 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, 17-9. Breckenridge in the lead. Kick it out to the top of the key to Bo Byer, and an NBA range three-pointer from Smith is off the mark. Sanchez has it pulled away from him, or Nito, my apologies. And then the transition, we tried to get a transition layup out of that, but Joey Conzemius ended up swatting it out of bounds. Kind of got tied up just a little bit with the offensive player. But last touch by Conzemius. Vegan in the left corner. They're going to go inside to Sonnenberg. Blocked by Byer. Sonnenberg's going to get another chance at it, and he converts. Carter Sonnenberg's up to 4 points on the night. Cam Nito with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Goes inside to Bo Byer, who goes up for 2 and has the shot go off the rim, and to Carter Sonnenberg. Up the court, had an open lane, and instead they're going to pull up with a short jumper, and it is dropped in. 2 points for Alex Helmers, his first of the night. Landon Blofis has it at the top of the key, looking to go to work. Has it stripped away by Helmers, and then tries to go with the reverse layup. They're going to say travel, which I think Blofis would argue I lost control of it when the ball got slapped out of my hands and I regained control, but he might have still took an extra step after that. I'm not sure. Alex Sanchez back in the game, as is Jacob Kunkel, Bo Byer, and Cam Nito heading to the bench. Once again, Breckenridge only going to go 7 deep with Jackson Riggs out of the lineup. Vegan bringing the ball up. Enters it in the right wing, swung over to the right corner, trying to overload that zone. Skip pass up near the top of the key, and it's either going to... Sanchez is actually going to track it down. That was going to sail either out of bounds or into the Frazee player's hands for an over and back, and instead Sanchez said, let's just get this rolling right now, and I'll run this down for a steal. Longfors ends up fouling Sanchez after that, his first of the night. Joey Conzemius gets it into Alex Sanchez in the right corner. Gets it up to Damon Smith. Once again, they're not going to give him any room to operate if they can help it. And right after I say that, they give him room to operate, and he hits a three. 3 triples already for Damon Smith. He's got 9 of the team's 20 points. Frazee, they get an open 3 of their own off the mark. In an ocean of hands, Damon Smith comes away with it, throws it down to Sanchez, almost goes out of bounds. Sanchez saves it, gets it to Jacob Kunkel, whose shot is off the mark, but he gets his own rebound, and then he just gets laid out. It's like he's playing football out there. I'm going to make sure to avoid talking about how the Frazee Breckenridge game went this year. I just heard about it. I had a wedding that night, which ended up being pretty good news for me. Alex Sanchez gets the ball in near the top of the key. Swings over to Landon Blofus in the right wing. Blofus, as Coach Christensen asking his team for some movement here. Sanchez drives inside. That's his bread and butter. And gets it to drop in for 2.
Scoring for the Cowboys, number 13, Alex Sanchez.
Hornets trailing by 9. Get it to Sonnenberg in the short corner. He puts up a shot, and Landon Blofus towers for the rebound. Bringing the ball up himself. The senior standout goes up for 2, off the mark, but Kunkel rebounds it and drops it in. Jacob Kunkel's second bucket of the game. Providing a good boost off the bench. Gets the lead to double digits, 24-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead. Helmers puts up a 3, off the mark. And they're going to say it went over the backboard, so out of bounds. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Your score, Breckenridge 24, Frazee 13. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula.
30 seconds.
Thank you.
As easy as possible.
Do you want the music coming back in?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Integrity.
Okay.
And most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience,
5.
Thank you.
integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back to Frazee High School, home of the Hornets. Breckenridge leading 24-13 with 8:49 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys got 5 guys in the scoring column already, not even 10 minutes into this ball game. Damon Smith leading the way, as has become tradition here this year, when it comes to filling it up in the scoring column. And he's going to do a bulk of the work on the perimeter. I don't even know how many 2s he's shot this year, but I would say of the percentage of field goals he's put up, it's probably 20%. That might be even generous. He really likes camping out and just making them pay on the perimeter. And as clean of shooting mechanics as you can get, I'm going to be trying to incorporate Clay Thompson into his nickname, either Clayman Smith or Day Thompson. I have it narrowed down to, so I'll keep you all updated. As there's a foul. Speaking of Damon Smith, he draws that foul. Asher Blaine tagged with the foul, one of the reserves for the Hornets. Blaine is a sophomore, rocking number 2. Frazee going decently deep. They got Nathan Longfords out there for his first action as well, as Alex Sanchez gets it inbounded to him from the sideline. Bo Byer inbounded it to him. They were trying to set Damon Smith up for a 3 in the corner. No luck. Landon Blofus is going to put up a 3 instead. Cam Nito rebounds it and drops it in for 2. Kid can jump out of the gym. 6th Cowboy to get in the scoring column as they lead 26-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Frazee head coach Ryan Vegan. Burned a couple timeouts so far already, trying to get the team settled down back into this one. 8 minutes remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Not that they're out of it, but just trying to get them a little closer, I guess I would say. Cam Nito pulls down another rebound. He's going to have a decent amount of those by the end of the night. Landon Blofus brings it up, gets it up to Alex Sanchez. They don't really have a point guard on this team. It seems whoever gets the ball kind of brings it up as Bo Byer gets fouled underneath the hoop. And we're a foul away from 1-1 for the Cowboys. Meanwhile, Breckenridge only has 1 foul on the night. 7:47 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Landon Blofus tried a 3 already. Thought about another one. Instead, he gets it to Sanchez, who swings it to Bo Byer. Now into the left corner to Nito. Gets it up to Damon Smith for an open 3. And it's good again. Are you guys sick of hearing me say Damon Smith for 3? Because I'm going to say Damon Smith for 3. He's got 4 of them so far. That's where all 12 of his points have come from. He has almost as many points as the Hornets. They got 13. And Alex Sanchez is going to get tagged for his second foul. He's saying that should be a jump ball, but I respect your decision. Carter Sonnenberg, he shot the only free throws in this game, so Sanchez fouled him the other time. Free throw is up and good. He was 2 for 2 on his last trip. There hasn't been a missed free throw in this game yet. Alex Sanchez knocked down the only free throw for Breckenridge when he got the N1 to open up this ball game. Sonnenberg puts up another one and has it go off the back iron. First missed free throw of the game, rebounded by Kunkel. Blofis gets it to Smith. Like I said, was running the point at the beginning of the season, so should be used to this by now. Gets it over to Blofis. Blofis to Byer. Swings it to Kunkel on the right side, and now into the right corner to Camnito. Said, let's go inside to Landon Blofis, and that might be one of the rare times where he's saying, please don't blow your whistle there, official, because he had a wide open look at the basket, but he's going to have to settle for the 1-and-1 free throw as there was a foul on Sonnenberg. He reached in trying to swipe away a steal on the entry pass, but that is 2 fouls on him. I think his first foul, he did the same thing. Blofis will have either 1 or 2 free throws. We'll see how this first one goes, and he drops it in, nothing but net. Blofis has got 3 points so far here in this ball game. Jacob Kunkel and Bo Byer in there with him, going to try to battle for an offensive rebound, but they won't have to. Free throw drops in. And Breckenridge now leads by 17, 31-14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Vegan has it. Camnito tries to bat it away. They got respect for the freshman if they got their top defender out there guarding them. When they're in man, I should say. And back into the ball game for the Hornets, Zach Longfors, the senior starter. Nathan Longfors, the other one on the floor, has the ball. Quick ball movement around the perimeter. Swung back over to Nathan Longfors on the left wing. Drives inside, kicks it out to Vegan. Camnito guarding. Swung over to the right wing. Dribble drive, sets up the open 3 in the right corner. Off the mark, rebounded by Blofis. Frazee's gotten some decent looks. They just haven't knocked him down. Blofis kicks it out to the left corner to Kunkel. Kunkel with a nice little shot fake and then drives inside, gets it to Damon Smith. Gets it to Landon Blofis in the left corner, and we got a charge. We had a man camped out there on the bottom of the basket. Landon Blofis bowling a China shot. Coach Christensen hoping for some clarification. So I think he was he's inside the circle. The ref might say, well, that could be assault in the streets, though. Swung over to the left wing, and that ended up hitting that's a first for me. Okay, so you know how they have other hoops in the gym? Well, the hoops do not go down or don't go high up enough. So someone shot it from the left wing, and I kid you not, it hit the basket that was hanging from there. That is a first for me. Got a big smile on my face right now. Landon Blofis with the ball. I think he's shouldered a bulk of the point guard duties here tonight as Damon Smith step back 3 off the mark. 3, and Bo Byer follows it and drops it in for 2. Bo Byer's first points of the night. Frazee looking to answer right away. And a beautiful pass from Longfors to Longfors, and Nathan Longfors drops it in. Camnito has it on the left wing. Pulls up for a mid-range jumper, and he drops it in. Camnito's second bucket of the game. Breckenridge now leading by 19. 5:24 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Nathan Longfors swings around the corner, and now they go inside and stripped away by Bo Byer. Great hands there by number 4. Blofis bringing it up again. I'm not kidding when I say he's been running the point most of the night. Everybody probably thinks I'm joking. I'm not. Swung to Bo Byer in the left corner, and he dribbles inside for 2. Bo Byer's second bucket of the game. Gets the lead up to 21, 37-16 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 4:52 remaining in this opening half. Probably the best opening half Breckenridge has played this season other than the DGF game, I would say. Damon Smith had it tied up. And he tossed an elbow while he's at it, but either way, he got the foul call. So Smith will head to the free throw line. He's got 4 triples here in the opening half alone. I got him for 4 for 6 from deep so far. It's easy to keep track how many he shot when he doesn't miss very many. Sanchez back in the game. They're going to let him play with 2 fouls. Probably gave him a nice little be smart talk before he did, as Damon Smith hits the free throw on the 1-and-1. Well, I don't think he was a big fan of that box out from Asher Blaine afterward either. Had a bit of an irritated look as he knocks down both of them. If you can knock down threes like crazy, stands to reason you're probably going to be pretty good at free throws too. Vegan with the ball. His team trailing by 23, 39-16 with 4:37 remaining in this opening half. Skip pass to Vegan in the right wing. Shot is up, off the mark. Rebounded by Nathan Longfors. Gets to do the other Longfors on the right side. He goes up for 2 and drops it in. Zach Longfors with the bucket. Bo Byer has it, looking for Damon Smith. Gets wide open for 3 at the top of the key, off the mark. Kid's got me excited about misses now. He's got 14 points, 39-18 with 4:09 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Pass is tipped by Blofis and sails out of bounds. Frazee has all 5 starters, then 1 player off the bench getting in the scoring column. Breckenridge, all 7 players who have been in the game have scored. As Nathan Longfors tried driving, ran into a double team, and then brought it out. Bo Byer tipped it out of bounds. Over on the right side of the floor. Zach Longfors inbounding on the baseline. Looking for an open teammate. Gets it into Sonnenberg, who's playing with 2 fouls. He gets it up to Vegan, swung around the perimeter to Blaine. Now they go to Sonnenberg, who draws the foul. Carter Sonnenberg continues to get to the charity stripe. He's 3 for 4 there. Has all of his team's free throw attempts. And Breckenridge so far 5 for 5 at the line. Sonnenberg, second miss in a row from him after making his first 3. So Frazee is 3 for 5. As I said, he's the only one who's gotten to the free throw line. Gage Post back in. And Post heads to the post. Fitting, I know. Sonnenberg puts up a free throw and 0 for 2 trip. Rebounded by Konzemius. As Damon Smith, a rare 2 from the senior. Capitalizing in transition and dropping in with the right hand on the left side. 23-point lead for Breckenridge with 3:30 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sonnenberg, nice pass out to Vegan on the right wing. He puts up a 3, nothing but net. His second triple of the night, he's got 8 points. Sanchez. Oh, player was trying to draw a charge, and he kicks it over to Damon Smith for an open 3 in the corner, his 5th of the half. Halfway to a school record. Tying the school record, I should say. Lead is now 23 points. We got a timeout taken by Frazee. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Your score, Breckenridge 44, Frazee 21. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
By your insurance agency on Highway 13 in Wapaton. Your local agents with local locations with skyrocketing.
You want 30?
Let's do a minute.
Okay.
We might be pushing it just a hair, but that's all right.
They represent over 15 companies that have been in the
Do you still want a minute?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapaton. That's by your insurance agency. When you need care, you want to know it's...
You know what's going to happen? They're going to leave the starters in for a really long time because they don't have anybody on the bench. But everybody's going to think they're running the score up.
Just so long nobody gets in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And it's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule.
7 seconds.
Alrighty, perfect.
SanfordHealth.org or by calling 642-7000.
After that Highcamp Construction timeout, we are back at Frazee High School. Breckenridge holding a comfortable 44-21 lead. Damon Smith trying to outscore the Hornets. He's got 18 here in the opening half. Vegan has it stolen away by Bluffers, who puts on the beautiful behind-the-back move. Drives inside, puts it up for the left-handed layup. All right, I see why they got him running the point most of the time now. Oh, scratch that. Smith actually has 19. My apologies. And stolen away by Smith right on cue. And he gets fouled from behind, tries tossing it up for the N1. Instead, he's going to have to settle for the 1-and-1 free throws. Oh, that behind the back by Bluffers, that was a thing of beauty. You don't see that from too many posts. Came away with the steal and just timed it up perfectly to make the defender just look silly going for it. So Smith, 2 for 2 at the free throw line so far. He's got 5 threes and a layup. Make it 3 for 3 at the line. It's up to 20 points. And I'm going to have to do some double checking, but I believe, just since he's kind of halfway there as he misses the free throw, got to point out the school scoring record, which, like I said, he's halfway to, is 41 points. I'm going to have to do a double check on that, though. It's 41 or 43. I know Stephen Lips got it. Only 40-point game in school history. And Damon Smith steals it away and tries going up for 2, and he'll get a pair of free throws out of it. Stole the inbound pass. Breckenridge's bench was looking for a 5 call. Didn't get it. Oshak turned it over, and now he's kind of limping afterward. Damon Smith, 3 for 4 at the stripe. 20 points. I think they assumed he was going to make that last free throw because the last time I looked at the scoreboard it said 21, but now it's down to 20. Better double check my numbers. Yeah, I got him down for 21. But I went to Breckenridge. My math is in question. 2 for 2 trip for Smith. He's 5 for 6 at the stripe tonight. 22 points. As Joey Konzemius, he's been a defensive spark plug for them this year. As the defense is kind of like we've all talked about, it's struggled throughout this year. But whether it's stepping in, taking charges, getting into the passing lane, running after loose balls, Joey Konzemius, that's kind of where he's made a name for himself so far this year. As right I say that, he gets beat on a back cut, but the layup is off the mark, so still no red on his ledger. As Breckenridge has it with Smith in the right wing, goes inside to Landon Bluffus. He's going to look to bully his way inside, and he's going to get a pair of free throws out of the deal. Landon Bluffus with 6 points, 2 for 2 at the stripe so far. 2:11 remaining here in your opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And you know what? I'm just going to throw this one out there, too, because Breckenridge has 49 points. Could hit 100 tonight. They keep it up here in the second half. And now they'll stay at 49 after that missed free throw. And the school record for Breckenridge's points in a game is 107. Let's jog back my memory to see when that's from. I'll get that for you later as 0 for 2 trip for Bluffus. Frazee, as he kicked out the left corner, shot is up, off the mark. Left it short, Sonnenberg recovered it, and he's going to get an N1. Cam Nito tagged with the foul. Decent amount of contact, but it didn't look like Cam was in that terrible position. But N1 nonetheless, the traditional three-point play. Alex Sanchez back in the game for Nito, who's got his second foul. So you trade one guy who's got 2 fouls for another guy with 2 fouls. Sonnenberg's missed his last 3 at the free throw line after making his first 3. So if they come in 3, he's going to make the next 3. And he rolls it in. We'll see if he proves me right the rest of this game. 49-24, Breckenridge leads Frazee here at the Hornets home arena. And Alex Sanchez tried to go with the spin move. It's called for a travel instead. Official doing a good job explaining why that was a travel. Always appreciate that. Breckenridge leading by 25, 1:48 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Longforce, it's up to the top of the key. Swings it in the left wing to Nathan Longforce. Was looking to drive on Bluffus, lost his dribble a little bit. Goes inside, puts up a runner, and drops it in. His second bucket of the night. Nathan Longforce coming off the bench. He's got their lone 4 points off the bench. Kunkel swings to the left corner to Bluffus. Goes to the spin move inside, has it blocked while he's in the air. before he could even release the ball. 1:15 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The other long forward, Zach Longforce, puts up a 3 off the mark. Blofis recovers it, trying to throw it down the court to Sanchez. Once again, Sanchez doing a good job of saving it. Tracked down by Gonzemius. Skip pass near the top of the key. Sanchez tracks it down after it's deflected. And now he loses his dribble, and Frazee is out and running. Zach Longforce going to look to get a layup out of it. And it is blocked by Damon Smith, and off the Cowboys. I thought that was going to be off of Longforce after he hit the deck, but official obviously has a better angle on it than I do. We got a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Your score, Breckenridge 49, Frazee 26. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect.
So I gave you a 30 here.
Awesome, thank you.
How much time's left in the half?
52 seconds.
Thank you.
Yep.
Celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor,
10.
And celebrate
awesome.
The Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
After that Highcamp Construction timeout, we got a 49-26 ball game. Breckenridge in the lead. 52.7 seconds remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Frazee sails it in the other side of half court. Swung over to the right wing. Nathan Longforce got a ball screen from Sonnenberg. Now he'll decide to drive. Loftus tried to cut him off. Nice little skip pass in the left corner. Shot is off the mark, though. Kunkel batted it. About 3 different guys batted it. Swung over to the left corner. Nathan Longforce puts up a runner in the lane. Off the mark. Kind of a wild runner. Rebounded by Blofis. Blofis gets it to Smith near half court. That's in his range. Just kidding. I haven't seen him hit from there before. Bo Byer with the ball. Goes inside to Smith. Kicks it out to the perimeter to Blofis. Blofis. Nice little dish off to Bo Byer in the paint, but stripped away. Like I said, this is a scrappy Frazee team. Might have poached some guys off the wrestling team to see if they didn't have a duel tonight, see if they come over and play some hoops. Obviously, Frazee, a very well-known wrestling program. We'll see how many guys they send to state this year. Vegan with the ball on the right wing, drives on Kunkel. And Blofis blocks it, and that'll do it for half number 1. Breckenridge really clicking on both ends of the floor. Turn it into a 23-point lead. We'll take a quick break and then come back for your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Okay, so this is 1 minute. How long do you want this break?
You want to do 3?
That'll work.
All right, thank you.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind.
Sorry, this is how you got to spend your night, Matt. I'm sorry.
To the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I'm really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride, we inspire to excel.
Recreational dancers from the ages of 3 to 18. The senior elite will be performing a jazz dance choreographed by Kai.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Winebeer, Wapiti, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Can you hear this, Zimmel?
What's up?
Can you hear this?
A little bit.
Oh, dude, they got the speakers so loud that my clothes are shaking.
Oh, my God. That's Poker Face, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and all the girls have telephones with the cords, like, like the winding cords.
Oh, I love it.
I know. Oh, yeah, go put it on the video. I should put it on the video stream. You can watch it.
Yes, please.
All right, it's on.
$30 seconds.
Thank you.
You want to do yourself a favor and double check that stream to make sure it's the right audio?
I think we're good.
The YouTube stream has telephone playing.
Oh, great. So we've just been coming over the whole time?
Yeah.
That's great.
You're back.
And welcome to the Mincut Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. My apologies for the issues. We're kind of trying to figure this out throughout the way, and we got some lovely dancing going on here at the halftime show. Frazee dancers put it on, doing a telephone, and they got all the telephones with them. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. I think my parents still got a couple at their house that I could maybe uncover, but time to run through the scoring for you. 49-26 is your score. Breckenridge in the lead here on your Mincut Ag Products Halftime Show. We'll run through Frazee's scoring first. 8 points for Adam Began. He's got a pair of triples and a two-pointer. 8 points for Carter Sonnenberg as well. He's got 4 at the free throw line as well as a pair of field goals as well. 4 points off the bench from Nathan Longfors, and then 2 apiece from Kale Oshak, Alex Helmers, and Zach Longfors as well. And then for the Breckenridge Cowboys, leading the way, Damon Smith with a monster of a half. 22 points, matched his jersey number. 5 triples along with 5 free throws, and then he had 1 2-point make. 6 points from Landon Blofis, 5 from Alex Sanchez, and then 4 apiece from Cam Nito, Joey Kanzemius, Jacob Kunkel, and Bo Byers. So, they only got 7 guys in the rotation, but when everybody's, doing a little bit, and then Damon Smith goes off in the first half, that's going to be a pretty good recipe for success. Like I said, they got a 23-point lead here, 49-26. Damon Smith catching up to score as many as he's only 4 points behind the entire Frazee roster. So we'll see if he can close the gap here in the second half. We're going to say he's playing 1-on-5 here. I'm just joking around, obviously, but like I said, they're getting great contributions. Kunkel and Byer coming through with a few buckets off the bench to kind of fill that void that Jackson Riggs leaves a little bit. You got to get some production off the bench, as Riggs is pretty consistent, getting 10 or 12 off the bench. But, like I said, everybody's kind of doing their part, and they're doing it defensively, too. They've been locked in, moving over, forcing a lot of turnovers, getting their hands in the passing lanes, and playing solid. They didn't have very many fouls, just a couple on Sanchez, a couple on Nito, and then everybody else was, for the most part, playing pretty foul-free. They weren't even close to the 1-and-1, so all good there. Frazee cannot say the same, as they sent Breckenridge to the free throw line quite a few times, mostly Damon Smith, which makes it just, that kind of magnifies it a little bit when Smith is getting to the charity stripe, and it's pretty rare when he misses there. So Breckenridge doing a lot of things right. We'll come back with a few keys to the second half on the Mincut Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle.
How long do you want this break?
Free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care that you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis where there are no appointments necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekends. Quality care close to home. You get the fine care for home injuries, common illness, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, facing our toughest challenges head-on, believing that together we can build something better and take care of each other, because this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Essentia Health is where you belong. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Ever buy something and open the box to find 1,000 pieces ready to assemble? Time-consuming and frustrating. That's why Bear Build Woodworks and Builders First Source offer gorgeous, hassle-free finishes for their doors and millwork. No mess and not stress. With over 30 stain options and 40 paint colors, Bear Build Woodworks Pre-Finish is the perfect choice for quality that stands the test of time. Get it finished with Bear Built Woodworks and Builders First Source in Wapaton.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Blobs here, Breckenridge leading 49-26 as we're about ready to start the second half. And like I said, I said I was going to have some keys for the second half, but, they kind of did everything they needed to really do. So I don't really, I guess my only thing would be play 2 good halves, I guess I would say, because that has been an Achilles heel for them as far as this season. Usually it was getting off to a bad start and then finishing strong. We've talked about it about 5 different times, so you guys know that it's, there's some truth to it. So last game, they played a good first half, and it's not that they played a bad second half, but definitely didn't live up to their play in the first half. Meanwhile, Frazee is still in the locker room. They're supposed to be starting in the second half. You don't see this very often. Guess they're not going to get any time to warm up. Breckenridge is already standing out here ready to rock. As head coach Ryan Vegan must have had quite the inspirational speech. Both teams looking like they're going to be sticking with their same starting 5. Damon Smith, Cam Nito, Alex Sanchez, Landon Blofis, and Joey Conzemius. And then for Frazee, Adam Vegan, Kale Oshak, Alex Helmers, Carter Sonnenberg, and Zach Longfors. Alex Sanchez at 5 points, kind of relatively quiet in the first half. Was doing a lot of good things other than the score as Frazee comes away with, forces the turnover, collapsed on Blofis for the double team. Sonnenberg puts up the short jumper off the mark, rebounded by Conzemius. Alex Sanchez skip pass over to Cam Nito on the left wing, thought about the 3. was looking to drive, dishes off to Sanchez. He puts up a triple off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets. Coach Vegan saying push the tempo. Sonnenberg has it at the top of the key. Swings it into the right corner, up to Longforce in the right wing. Konzemius guarding. Back to Vegan, the freshman. Plays older than a freshman, that's for sure. Gets it into the right wing to Helmers. Cam Nito trying to get it into Vegan as much as he can, and a heck of a save by Nito after deflecting it. Can you give him 2 deflections on that? You should. Jump ball. We'll stay here with Frazee. Like I said, Damon Smith matched his number in points with 22 in the opening half alone. We'll see what they got in store for him here in the second half as they do a flex cut. Coach Christensen was nice enough to remind me. Now you can be a good coach if you got a loud yelling voice. That's pretty telling. That's got to be like 90% of the job. As Frazee's turned on the press here in the second half. Smith skips it over to Konzemius on the left side and then has his pass batted out of bounds. Cam Nito inbounds it to Joey Konzemius. Gets it to Alex Sanchez on the left wing. Swung to the left corner to Landon Blofus. Blofus drives baseline. Gets it to Smith near the top of the key. Puts up a 3 off the mark, but Sanchez tries the putback. A lot of contact, no call. Now there's going to be a travel. One of the Frazee players kind of just ate it there. And it looks like he's banged up. That's Asher Blaine, who just checked into the game recently. So Nathan Longforce will head in for him. It's helped off the court by Cale Oshak. And they got to get Oshak back over there. And my apologies, I was saying Helmers earlier, but he's actually out of the game. And Nito gets it inbounded to Blofus, who swings it to Sanchez in the corner. Sanchez drives inside and tosses up the floater and banks it in for the first points of the second half. 51-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Longforce goes into the other. Longforce blocked by Sanchez, who also gets the rebound while he's at it. Throws it down the court to Cam Nito, goes with the spin move. Breckenridge loves that spin move. Seen a lot of guys do that, and he draws the foul while he's at it. You see Sanchez go with the spin move. You see Blofus go to that spin move quite a bit. So Cam Nito just wanted to fit in, go with the spin move. And he gets a couple free throws out of it. Nito had 4 points in the first half. And has that first one go off the front iron.
Back in the ball game for the Hornets, number 12, Alex Helmers.
Alex Helmers checks back into the game now. Nito going through his routine. Rocking number 1. A number we hadn't seen from Breckenridge for a while. His free throw is off the mark. There's a very select few numbers you could have at Breckenridge for a while. And only one of them was odd. It was very strange. Like, I mean, like, you know, an odd number, not like a strange number, like, I don't know, 6. But number 5 used to be the only odd one. Fun little factoid. As Landon Blofus gets tagged with a foul. And it'd also be we're not allowed to wear a small number if you were a big player, but Landon Blofus is bucking that trend wearing number 2. And right on the spot, Landon Blofus actually deflected that pass, got swung around outside, and now he gets the rebound off the miss. Nathan Longforce, the one pulling the trigger on that one. Damon Smith gets it up to Alex Sanchez. Sanchez goes inside and drops it in for 2. First 2 buckets of the half coming from Alex Sanchez. Trying to help out that points per game average. His team's got a 27-point lead. Nathan Longforce with the ball on the right side. Picks up his dribble. And has it stolen away. Jacob Kunkel with the ball. Was going to go up for the layup. Had it blocked. And it is followed and dropped in by Landon Blofus. And that kid's got some ups. So you heard some people yelling from the crowd, dunk it. They were not kidding. He's actually a state performer or a state meet competitor in the high jump. So the kid's got some bunnies. They get it into Vegan. Cam Nito not giving him any room. Has it near the top of the key. Coach Christensen happy with the defense. Swung over to Helmers. Helmers, Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg gets it to Vegan. Now back to Sonnenberg in the short corner. They're playing a little two-man game in the left corner. And a little bit of a hand-checking foul here on Kunkel. See how many fouls that is on him with 14:51 remaining in this ball game. First foul. Bit of a quiet start to the second half. Frazee trying to change that as Alex Helmers drops in a triple. He's got 5 points on the night. Cuts the lead to 26. 55-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Damon Smith gets it over to Cam Nito. Nice little flash cut by Alex Sanchez. Sets him up for another bucket. Sanchez with 6 of the team's 8 points here in the second half. And now a travel called on Helmers. He showed that he was a threat on the perimeter, so they came to close him out, and he said, I'm going to drive on you this time, and went a little too fast, carried the foot. Sanchez bringing the ball up. Vegan picking him up at half court. Gets it to Smith, swings it to Nito. Nito out to Sanchez. He's hot right now. He's going to put up a three. Off the back iron, rebounded by Frazee. Helmers with the ball. Nito riding him down the court. Sonnenberg has it near the top of the key. Back to Helmers. He's going to put up another triple. Lefties always look like they're going to make it, but this one does not drop in. And a travel on Blofis. And I don't mean to laugh. His reaction was just priceless on that one because he thought he got knocked over. So travel on Landon Blofis. I'm going to see him after the game. I'm going to say that was a well-deserved travel. It was dropped in to Zach Longfors, who drops it in for two. Longfors has 4 points, 2 in each half. Blofis has it on the perimeter. Sonnenberg guarding. Tries to drive on him. Has it tipped out of bounds. Cam Nito thought about grabbing it and then thought, oh no, it's gone out of bounds. I'm just going to let it do its thing. None of our guys touched it. Cowboys rocking the white jerseys. If you guys are looking for any hot jersey opinions, I'll tell you I like the whites more than the greens. That's not a knock on the greens. I just like the whites more. Landon Blofis goes inside, takes a shot to the leg. Ball goes out of bounds. It looks like he's banged up. Looks like he got kind of a dead leg to the thigh. No foul call. Actually out of bounds on him, so a turnover instead. Back-to-back turnovers that he's probably not very happy about. Zach Longfors has it, swings it over to Helmers. Helmers drops it into the corner for an open three, off the mark, but rebound by Longfors, and Nathan Longfors drops it in for two. Frazee showing some life here in the second half. Alex Sanchez trying to answer with a really out-of-control shot off the mark. 13-10 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge leading by 24. Vegan swings it to the left corner. Shot is up by Longfors and drops in for three. And we got a timeout taken by Breckenridge. We'll take a quick timeout with him. Coach Christensen not happy right now after that triple. Your score, Breckenridge leads 57-36 with 13 minutes remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This High Camp Construction timeout. Looks like it's a 60-second timeout. We'll take a 60-second break with him. You're listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, and Jamie have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
After that High Camp Construction timeout, Breckenridge has the lead cut to 21. Coach Christensen was not happy about it. Didn't like what he was seeing from them defensively, especially. Alex Sanchez going to pull the trigger on a three, off the mark. Joey Conzemus tries to follow for the rebound, but it is ripped away by Frazee. The Hornets trying to make this one interesting. Skip pass over to the right wing. Helmer's going to put up a three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Bo Byer. Byer gets it to Smith. Damon Smith has not scored yet in the second half. Had 22 at halftime. 12:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And the Frazee girls actually have a game right after this. They host the Barnesville Trojans, which is why this game's so early, which I love. Which all the games are at this time. Get me home at a reasonable time. I'm not going to complain. 12:30 remaining in this ball game. Breckenridge up by 21. Joey Conzemus on the left side, looking to drive. Gets it to Bo Byer in the short corner on the left side. Byer to Cam Nito. Might have had his foot on the line. Won't matter. Shot was way off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets. Vegan gets it in the left corner. Three-pointers up, off the mark. And rebounded by Damon Smith after it was tipped by a Frazee player. So they got a little lucky there. Smith doing a good job not turning it over. Drives or goes into the paint and draws the foul. Might get a pair of free throws out of it. Looks like he is. If you haven't got any offense going here so far in the second half, that's good way to get rolling. Shot is up and good. 23 points for Smith. 6 of 7 at the stripe so far. Make it 7 of 8. Up that percentage out a little bit. Helmers with the ball. Gets it to Vegan. Vegan enters in the left side to Nathan Longfors. Nathan Longfors. Got to get out and guard him on the perimeter. Vegan, same with him. Helmers. All three of these dudes have knocked down threes so far in this game. Nathan Longfors. Shot is up, off the mark. Rebounded by Sonnenberg. And Sonnenberg is fouled by Alex Sanchez. Try putting up a floater. You get a pair of free throws out of the deal. Sonnenberg has so far shot 4 of 7 at the stripe. And my theory that he was going to make 3 in a row is now wrong as he misses that one. Landon Blofis and Jacob Kunkel check in. He made his first 3, missed his next 3, made 1, so I thought he was going to make 2 more in a row. And no, that trend did not continue. Trying to make this a 1-2 trip. Shot is up and good. Sonnenberg's up to 9 points on the night. Smith gets it to Landon Blofis. Gets it up to Kunkel. Kunkel drives into the paint, kicks it out. Damon Smith for an open 3, off the mark. Landon Blofis and Joey Conzemus end up wrestling for it. A Frazee guy got in there too, so it wasn't just the Cowboys battling for it, but we'll say about 80% of the yanking in there were Cowboys on each other. Kunkel inbounding under the basket. Gets it into Blofis and has it tipped out of bounds. And for anyone wondering, for a North Dakota State College of Science women's score, women coming away with a 91-64 victory. Men will follow up next on KBMW if you want to catch them there. Bo Byer with the ball goes inside to Kunkel, his fellow junior. Kunkel's shot is off the mark and rebounded by Frazee. Nice defensive possession by the Hornets. Vegan going to go to work on Blofis. Blofis bats it out of bounds, his second block of the night by my count. 11:16 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys lead 59-37 against the Frazee Hornets. Vegan with the ball underneath the basket. Oh, goes off Conzemus' behind. Grabs it and tries dropping in the layup, but he's going to have to settle for a pair of free throws. Conzemus doesn't look too happy about that. Wonder if Vegan has Dave Conzemus as a teacher. They can laugh about that one. Vegan drops it in. Walk by Mr. Conzemus' classroom on my way in here. Got a little lost in the school on the way here, which is not fun when you're carrying a bunch of equipment. 59-38 with 11:14 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Vegan trying to make this a 2-for-2 trip. First trip at the free throw line tonight. And 1 for 2 after he misses that one. Rebounded by Blofis. Blofis sails it down the court to Bo Byer. Byer goes inside. Little turnaround right-handed shot off the mark. Cowboys have gone cold offensively here in the second half. Like I said, they kind of play one good half a night, trying to change that tonight. Kazemius tried to come away with the steal, and then the pass gets deflected, and they're going to say out of bounds off the Cowboys. 10:50 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 59-38, Breckenridge in the lead. And gets inbounded. Helmers has to run it down on the other side of half court. Bo Byer will pick him up. Helmers drives inside and stripped away by Kunkel. Kunkel getting out and running after getting the steal. Kicks it out to Blofus. They're saying swing it. They're looking for Damon Smith to open him up for a right shot, or a three on the right side. It's missed, but he saves it, and it goes off Frazee, but then they save it, and then it goes off Frazee again. Damon Smith, 0 for 2 this half. I got him for 5 for 9 from three-point land here tonight. Still a great percentage. Be happy to shoot 40%, so if you're above 50, oh boy. And now Breckenridge ends up sailing it to the other side half court, and a foul. Oh, my apologies, didn't follow that. I was trying to keep up with what's going on here, and then ends up being a Nathan Longford's foul, his third. Just being a little too aggressive, trying to swipe a steal. He's a junior on this squad. Damon Smith bringing up the ball. Crosses the Hornet, had a trap waiting for him, but he zips it to the high post. Now dropped down to Joey Kazemius, where it is stolen away. Breckenridge leading 59-38, but Frazee doing a good job sticking with it here in the second half. Oshok to Vegan. Kunkel guarding. Vegan waves the man through, dribbles over to the right wing. Oh, they get a wide open man down low, but he decides to kick it out. They're going to say a foul before that. That was on Joey Kazemius. His third foul of the night. 9:55 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge, 21-point lead. Led by 23 at halftime. So Frazee winning the second half so far. Smith and Kazemius get a breather. Vegan loses his handle in the right corner. Gets it up to Zach Longfors. Longfors swings it to Nathan Longfors. He goes inside. Shot off the mark. Sanchez had the rebound, but it got batted away, and now it's stolen away by Blofus, and Nathan Longfors wraps him up. That's kind of the second silly foul we've seen on him. Ran up and hit Sanchez from behind, and that time he just bear hugged Blofus. So he's one foul away from fouling out with 9:39 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and they're going to keep him in. Nito with the ball. Skip pass over to Sanchez. And now Bo Byer has it in the right corner. Sanchez has it at the top of the key. Now to Cam Nito in the left corner. Nito drives inside, took a little contact. Shot is up and missed and rebounded by Frazee. Nathan Longfors with the ball. Tries to go inside. He gets it to Post, whose shot is off the mark. And rebounded by Cam Nito. He gets it to Kunkel, goes up to Sanchez, nearly stolen away by Nathan Longfors. Might have taken an elbow there. And Sanchez goes in and drops it in for two, having a great second half here. He's got 8 of his team's 12 points here in the second half. They got to keep going through him. Cam Nito guarding Helmers. Now they get it into Zach Longfors, who goes to work. Goes up for two and misses the shot, so he'll get a pair of free throws. First trip to the line tonight for him. He's got 4 points, 2 in each half. Breckenridge just, they don't do it on purpose, but just kind of coasting a little bit here in the second half, and I know Coach Christensen's not too happy about that. I'm not questioning the effort, just kind of saying that's just kind of how it's shaking out. First free throw is off the mark. It's hard to play locked in 24/7, but that's what you try to do. 0 for 2 trip by Longfors, Landon Blofus with the board. Damon Smith thought about the three on the right wing, but a good closeout by the Hornets. And shot is up, off the mark, rebounded by Alex Sanchez, who drops it in again. He's got 10 points here in the second half. Helmers with the ball, crosses the timeline. Nito guarding. Sonnenberg with the ball, Blofis guarding. Kicks it in the corner back to Helmers. Nice little shot fake, frees him up for the mid-range jumper. Looking like Jalen Rose dropping that in. I have yet to meet a left-handed player with an ugly jump shot. 7:55 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 23-point lead, which was the lead at halftime. So both teams knotted up here in the second half, if you're going by that. Landon Blofis going to work. Drives inside, loses his dribble. And out of bounds, but off of Frazee. On the court for the Cowboys. Joey Kenzemius checks in for Kunkel, so it's Kenzemius, Sanchez, Blofis, Nito, and Smith, the starting five. They give it to Smith in the right corner. He swings it to Blofis at the top of the key. Sanchez has it on the right wing, puts up the three. That's the only thing that hasn't fallen for him. He's getting every two that he wants, but the threes have not been dropping in. Frazee driving inside, a wild scoop shot off the mark. Frazee gets the rebound, but then draws the foul. 7:24 remaining, 63-40 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Free throws up and off the mark. Sonnenberg, like I said, got off to a great start by getting to the free throw line. Knocked down his first three, and now he's got a little cold. 1 for 2 trip. And Breckenridge looking to push the tempo on it. I wish they didn't go so fast. It always happens when I'm trying to update my stats. 7:21 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 63-41. Breckenridge in the lead. They get it into Landon Blofis. Almost called him Lando. You guys know who I'm talking about. Cam Nito has it on the left wing. Thought about the drive, gets it to Damon Smith for an open triple. Off the mark. Gone cold here in the second half, Damon Smith has. But he had 5 at the half, so that's a day's work for most shooters. That is his season average. Helmers with the ball. They're going to go to work on Smith, playing some good defense. They get to Sonnenberg, and Smith comes away with the steal. Smith with a right-handed scoop layup off the mark, and ball got smacked into the wall, and they're going to say it was off of Frazee. 6:49 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Alex Sanchez sitting wide open in the corner. They go inside to Blofis. That entry pass has been tough because Frazee's collapsed on so well. They do again here and get the steal. Vegan was looking for Oshak in the post. Instead gets it to Sonnenberg. Vegan has it again. Cam Nito guarding. He's done a good job on him tonight. And then a foul on Blofis. Being a little too aggressive, trying to swipe the steal. Nathan Longfors draws the foul. Longfors has 9 off the bench. Leading scorer tonight is Sonnenberg with 10. First free throw is up. And barely got any of the rim. It might not have even got the rim. Out of bounds. Don't see that very often. First trip to the free throw line. Sanchez gets the ball. And has it go off of his foot. Picks it up. Gets it to Cam Nito. Nito has a man all over him. And Oshak is tagged with the foul. And that is a 1-and-1 now. The next foul is the 1-and-1. Breckenridge has got 16 fouls. Frazee's got 8. My apologies, other way around. Breckenridge has 8. Frazee has 6, as that one is blocked out of bounds. Sanchez was trying to keep his hot second half going. He's got 10 of his 15 points after halftime. But has not knocked down a 3 yet in this game. And now Nathan Longfors got away with a little bit of a hand check there to force the turnover. Sanchez tracks it down. Longfors batted it and then tried to save it. Conzemius gets it into Sanchez. Sanchez showing off the wheels. Gets it to Nito. Nito drives inside. Floater off the mark, rebounded by the Hornets. And Vegan gets it up. It'll lead to an open layup or post, or not post. Oh, they're going to say and one. Yeah, I don't know about that. But Logan Brecky going to capitalize on the and one. Jacob Kunkel tagged with a foul. 63-43 is your score with 5:45 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Like I said, Breckenridge was hoping to play 2 solid halves here, and probably not 100% thrilled with how the second half went, but if they can just hang on to this lead, they're going to be happy with the result regardless. Damon Smith gets tagged for the travel. His squad trailing by 19. Coach Christensen won a foul on the arm. 63-44, 5:37 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys going to put this one away, get their first conference win of the year, second win of the season. Kicked in the short corner to Sonnenberg, who drops it in for a short jumper. He's got a dozen to lead his team. Conzemius gets it to Sanchez. He's got a man all over him. And they finally get the whistle. You know, I'm up here in the crow's nest. I got a little bit of a better angle on some of these things, but I'm still not going to walk up to an official afterward and say, hey, you missed that one. No, that's not how we act. It's not how I act, at least. Didn't you guys see Coach Frederickson sent out the conduct email? That's why we leave the officials alone. Sanchez going through the routine for the 1-and-1 free throw as they just entered the 1-and-1 and drops it in. 16 points for Alex Sanchez. And once again, a heck of a second half here from him. He's got over half his team's points. Next shot is up and good. You know what? Believe it or not, he has all but 5 of the team's points here in the second half. That is unreal. I don't know if I've seen that before. And now we got a foul on Frazee. And that was on Logan Brecky. Kind of just being a little too out of control. Oh, they're saying it was on Oshak. My apologies. So he just fouled out of the game. I swear I saw him throw up the 2-1, but I'm seeing things apparently. Okay, I was right for once in my life. All right. That was it. Was actually on Logan Brecky, so Oshak did not foul out, but he will remain on the bench. We get into Damon Smith. Helmer guarding. He is fouled. So he's got at least one free throw coming his way. Helmer's tagged with a foul. He's got 2 on the night. First free throw is up and good. Smith's got 3 points here in the second half now. He's knocked down all of his free throws. Second free throw off the mark, and Jacob Kunkel follows it for the 2. He's got 6 points off the bench tonight. Then Bo Byers got the other 4 of their 10 bench points. Breckenridge's leads up to 22. We'll see how much time is left before they decide to clear out the bench. I mean, I don't even know how many guys they dressed. They got 4 guys dressed that could come into this game. 4 or 5 could come in and relieve all of the 7 main contributors, you know. Obviously the 5 are on the floor, and then the other 2 that have been mainly in the rotation as Adam Began knocks down the first free throw. Adam Began's got 10 points. 2 shy of the team lead with Sonnenberg. Now 1 shy, he's got 11. Damon Smith with the ball. Frazee turning on the pressure. Smith gets it to Blofus. Post guarding. Blofus trying to drive on him, loses the dribble. Gets on the floor, but the Hornets come away with it. Vegan picks up his dribble, swings it up to near the top of the key. They get it to Helmers. Helmers kicks it out to Zach Longfors. Skip pass over to the left wing. And now a little drop down pass inside to Helmers. Batted out of bounds. Drew McCallson just checked into the game a little bit ago for his first action in the game, trying to get him some minutes. Get it into post. Gets it back to Vegan in the right corner. Shot is off the mark. Kunkel tips it to Damon Smith. Vegan trying to pick him up. Smith doing a good job changing speed, sending the defender flying. He gets it over to Kunkel. Kunkel drives into the paint, dishes it off to Blofis. Hard power dribble inside and drops it in for 2 more. Landon Blofis enters double digits with 10. Vegan has the pass tipped, and it's going to the Breckenridge bench. Out of bounds, off of Breckenridge. Someone didn't realize that it was tipped, so they were hollering at the kid to go chase it down. So the Hornets will inbound in front of the Breckenridge bench. Nathan Longfors will bring up the ball. Longfors gets the ball. Cam Nito will pick him up at half court. Dribbled in the right corner. Picks up his dribble. And pass from block to block. Swung out to the perimeter. Helmers, pull-up jumper. Off the mark. Kunkel got a hand on it, and then instead of grabbing it, Cam Nito batted it like a volleyball. Sailed to near half court, and the Hornets recovered it. Helmers gets it to Oshak. Oshak, Smith guarding. 3:15 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Helmers drops it off to Sonnenberg. Kunkel tried blocking it, but Sonnenberg's going to drop it in for 2. Continues to be the leading scorer tonight. Kunkel skips it over to Bo Byer. Swings it to Blofis. Damon Smith's going to put up a 3 off the mark. Still has not knocked down a 3 here in the second half. Bo Byer misses his 2-point attempt, and it is rebounded by the Hornets, but then Cam Nito comes away with it and drops it in for 2. Cam Nito's got 6 points. First points of the second half, though. Which has kind of been, his cousin's kind of been the star of the show tonight there, as Landon Blofis tagged with the shooting foul in the corner. 3 free throws coming. His 5th foul. Blofis will head to the bench. And checking in for their first action. Got one player who is not on the roster, so my apologies that I will not have him for everyone else. But in the ball game, we got Gibson Hasbargen, a senior, along with Caleb Albertson. Albertson is a sophomore on this crew. Colin Suko is a junior. And then one player, my apologies, I'll track down his name in the commercial break as the free throws dropped in. Handoff. And now we got a foul, so free throws coming for Colin Suko. And my apologies again, we're not having the name for all of you lovely listeners out there, but we'll track it down. Suko's first free throw is off the mark. Looking for his first varsity points, if I'm not mistaken. That's where I got my first varsity point. That same free throw line, believe it or not. 2:24 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Shot is off the mark. And trying to play some volleyball along for his and he gets tagged with the offensive foul. Not too surprising. His 5th foul. So end of the night for him. So bringing up the ball is Albertson. Albertson with 2:07 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Throws it away. Sonnenberg going to try to make him pay. They're saying dunk it, dunk it, dunk it, and he does. Carter Sonnenberg has got one for the highlight tape. 20-point lead for the Cowboys with 1:55 remaining. So the Cowboys try to get their second win of the season, pending the wildest comeback I've ever seen. As the ball goes out of bounds. Also in the game is Paul Girak for the Cowboys. As they've added on to the varsity depth. Once again, they're still sticking with their 7 that they play regularly, but maybe someone's going to impress here in the closing minutes. Earn some more playing time heading forward. And that foul for Breckenridge was on Paul Girak. Free throw is off the mark. First trip to the free throw line tonight for Drew McCallson. 0 for 2 trip, and then the follow-up not followed through. My apologies again. Trying to get the stats all good to go as Suko has the ball. Going to go to work on the perimeter. Dishes it off to Girak. And now out of bounds. Off Breckenridge. 1:19 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Not the prettiest second half we have seen this year, but that's all right. As Cowboys are going to say that's all right, I'm sure, as they're just like, let's just close this out. Brecky, the bucket, he's got 5 points off the bench. And Breckenridge has it thrown away. Hornets going to look to cut into the lead a little more. Layup is off the mark. Rebounded by the Hornets, though. And then Cowboys come away with it. Girak has it thrown to him. So it is a little chaotic here in the closing minutes. You guys couldn't tell. 40 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Timeout taken. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. 38 seconds remaining. Breckenridge leading 72-55. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Buyer Insurance Agency on Highway 13 in Wapaton are your local agents with local locations. With skyrocketing building prices, are you properly insured? Buyer Insurance are licensed insurance advisors serving the Richland, Wilkins, Sargent, Southern Cass, and surrounding counties for 15 plus years. They represent over 15 companies that have been in the insurance industry for over 100 years, serving the area. Our plans are based on yours. Give them a call at 701-642-0955 or stop out. They're located on Highway 13 West in Wapaton. That's Buyer Insurance Agency.
And welcome back to Frazee High School. Cowboys looking to close out their first conference win of the year. Like I said, not the prettiest second half we've ever seen. They got the reserves in to close out the last couple minutes. 32 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Gibson Hausmarket was looking to go to work in the post, ended up losing the dribble. Stolen away by the Hornets. And the ball ends up flying out of bounds, so Breckenridge will get another shot if they want to get their senior in the scoring column. And Caleb Albertson letting him know we don't need to score. Just take care of it. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. He's clearly frustrated, saying let's just take care of it. Coach Christensen a little frustrated with his squad too. Gets it into Albertson. He's running the point with this group. Albertson. 10.5 seconds remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 72-55, Breckenridge in the lead. 5 seconds remaining. 4 seconds remaining. 3, 2, gets patted out of bounds. Albertson a little flustered, saying let's just get this over with. I want to go home. Barnesville fans getting antsy too. They want to get a game rolling here as the Frazee girls and the Barnesville girls will follow this up, and that will do it. 72-55, your final score here in Frazee as Breckenridge gets their first HOL victory of the season, as well as their second overall victory of the season. I'm going to tally up the stats for all of you lovely listeners out there, and we'll jump into the Miller Realty post-game show here on B92.7 FM. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
At Sanford Health, we're committed to providing you the care you need when you need it, right where you call home. We now offer cosmetic Botox services in Wapton. It's always easy to make an appointment with convenient clinic locations, hours, and online options that fit your schedule. Find out more at sanfordhealth.org or by calling 642-7000. Cosmetic Botox services now available at Sanford Health in Wapton. Call 642-7000.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Barney, Windmere, Wahpeton, or Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wahpeton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wahpeton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. We loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show. Turner Bluff here. And boy, you know, they just came out, Breckenridge came out firing in the opening half. And then kind of, let off the gas a little bit here in the second half. But, not going to dwell on that too much because a win's a win. 72-55, your final score. Run through Breckenridge's scoring for you real quick here before we jump into your play of the game and your player of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency and Essential Health, respectively. Scoring for Breckenridge. 25 points from Damon Smith, 22 of them coming in the opening half, and he had 5 triples in the opening half. Only got his points off of free throws as he had 22 points in the first half, 3 in the second half. 17 points from Alex Sanchez, him doing a bulk of his work in the second half. He had 12 of his 17. Landon Bloffus, the 3-headed scoring attack, as all 3 of them hit double figures. He had 10. 7 points from Cam Nito, and then 6 from Jacob Kunkel, and then 4 apiece from Joey Conzemius and Bo Byer as well. So all those guys get in the score, 7 guys get in the scoring column. They only have the main 7 guys rotating, so none of the guys who got in at the end of the game ended up getting in the scoring column. The leading scorer for Frazee, I'll give them a quick shout out to 16 points from Carter Sonnenberg, including a nice dunk at the end of the game, which, you know what, I don't mind if that is if it's Frazee. That's going to be my pick for the play of the game. You don't get to see a whole lot of dunks around here, so that's my pick for play of the game. Brought to you by Red River Agency, but I know you guys want the hometown pick, but it's just so hard sometimes to narrow it down. We got a lot to choose from here, but you know what? I think I'm going to go with a really nice hustle play that I saw. Players sticking with it and come away with a loose ball. And that just, like I said, it's kind of been a testament to what he's done all year defensively. This is kind of just like the icing on the cake. Joey Gonzalez coming up with a fantastic hustle play earlier, and then having it go off of Frazee to keep a possession alive. And it's going to be my pick for play of the game, other than the dunk, obviously. And that's brought to you by Red River Agency, your local agents in Breckenridge. Now time for your player of the game. And, we got some good options here. I always say I like to give it to someone who had a complete game, but Damon Smith had a really great first half to carry Breckenridge in this game, 22 points, like I said earlier. And then Alex Sanchez had the monster second half to keep his team in the game, which, you could say was just important because he kept the team, kept Frazee at arm lengths with his dominant showing in the second half, but it's hard to pass up a guy hitting 5 threes and a half. I don't mind if I picked him. I think the last broadcast I did for him too, but Damon Smith, my pick for player of the game, and I like him so much for the player of the game that I'm bringing him on tomorrow for our Snap Spotlight segment. If you guys want to tune in for that, he's going to come on the air and interview with me tomorrow, and that'll be the early part of the 4 o'clock hour on KBMW, so I'll make sure to give him his player of the game shirt when I see him tomorrow. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Another fun game, and a big shout out to Andrew Zimmel, board hopping for me. I don't know if he's never done it for me. I don't know how many times he's done it in his time with us, but I very much appreciate him tonight. And I appreciate each and every one of you listeners. One final time, your final score, Breckenridge 72, Frazee 55. You've been listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 and live streaming on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Breckenridge Public Schools, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Red River Agency, The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, Minn Kota Ag Products, Heitkamp Construction, Carlson Family Insurance, Miller Realty, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Twin Town Villa, CHI St. Francis, Quality Toyota, Builders First Source, Otter Tail Power Company, Essentia Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Buyer Insurance Agency. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.